Hello again and welcome to the fifth part of this tutorial. In the last part I have showed you how to model all these pieces in here, and now I'm gonna continue showing you how to model this piece in here, this one. So as you can see, this piece needs to be rotated. On the actual model, on this part in here, that one comes rotated 180 degrees on the z-axis. So this will come on the front and this on the back. Alright, so I'm gonna start modeling now by adding a circle, and I rotate it this 90 degrees like so. And for the modeling of this part and this one, as I was saying, I need the dimensions from this one. So as this one is already done, I'm just gonna move it in here like that, and I'm gonna hide all of these pieces that I don't need for the moment. I'm gonna start modeling this circle. Okay, so first I wanna do these things in here because it's quite the same. It's the same thing that you do over and over, in fact, and that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so let's just see what dimensions we need in here. I'm gonna take this a little bit up. Okay, one, and I'll just extrude this one still about here. Okay, and in here it's gonna have a larger width and in here a smaller one, so let me take a look. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna press 3 and fit this one to the smaller one for the moment. Okay, let's just see. I think the width would be just fine. One, and I'm gonna delete all of these extra vertices in here. One scale along Y. Oh, that's not better. I'm gonna scale it all up. Something like this, bring it up. What? I just need it a little bit wider. And in fact, I think I'm gonna delete these vertices as well, and it's gonna be something like this, a little bit smaller. Alright, maybe I'm gonna scale it down just a little bit. Okay, and this is fine. I'm gonna do more after I add my subdivision surface. Okay, and for the moment I just wanna hide this object, back into edit mode, and I'm gonna do this part in here. Okay, I'm gonna select the right loop, which is this one, and I'm gonna extrude it along X till here for the moment. Okay, and as you can see, I need to extrude this up from those faces. So I'm gonna select face, select mode, select these faces in here on the top. Okay, and selected 4 faces in there. Okay, I think that's quite enough. I'm gonna look at my reference image right in here, and it will be this one in here, and you can see it so well. Okay, so I'm just gonna extrude them, right click, just take them up and back to vertex select mode, And now I'm just gonna scale them along the 0, so they would it would be flat. Okay, maybe it's a little bit higher till about there. All right, so I will do this by just making one of this and duplicating the rest of them. So extrude this once till about here, and then again to here. And now I need a edge loop in here. Okay, right in there. Where is that? That hole. And now to face select mode, I'm gonna select all of these faces and delete them. Now back to vertex select mode, and I need to fill up all of these faces in here. Alright, and now I can select this edge, subdivide this twice, and just join these vertices in here. Do the same thing on the other side as well. Face, subdivide this edge twice. Okay, again twice. Join them by pressing J on your keyboard, and now I'm just gonna fill up the bottom faces one quad at a time. These are all quad faces, and now sorry, now I'm just gonna select this one and all the way in here, the top without the top one, so just the part in here. Okay, but first just delete all of these faces in here. You don't need those faces. Alright, so make sure you deleted that face is in there, and now select this part and this one and Shift D to duplicate it, translate it along X and snap it right there. So pretty much this is what sorry, what you get. I'm gonna delete those faces later. Okay, do the same thing, Shift D along X, Shift D along X a couple of times till you have enough of these. Alright, just a couple more. Control D and one more time. Alright, so this is it. Now I'm gonna select, in fact I think I can even use circle select to select all of these vertices in here and delete them. Alright, so that's how my mesh looks so far. Now I need to delete all of these extra vertices that are doubled, and I can easily do that by selecting all with the A key, and Ctrl V, remove doubles. So I removed 220 vertices, and those are some vertices. Okay, this is what we've got so far. Let's go even further, and I'm gonna duplicate this just one more time in here, snap it to there, delete this as well, Ctrl V, remove doubles, and I'm gonna take all of those vertices on the right to the end of our piece, yeah, in there. Okay, so we've modeled those on there. Now just one thing we forgot to do, just face, go to face select mode, Z, circle select, and select all of these faces in here. Make sure you select only the these two on this side, not those one in here, like that one. Don't select those ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna select all of them. See, yeah, this one as well, I guess. Could do that, and I'm just gonna extrude them. Seems I have some extra ones in here that I do not need. Okay, looks fine in the rest. And extrude, scale along Y just a little bit, so those one will come out, not very much, but just a little bit. Okay, now to vertex select mode, and in here check the face. Yeah, it's alright, we don't have doubles, everything is fine. Okay, let's go further now. Where should we go first? Let me just check if everything's alright. I'm gonna hide all of those pieces again. Yeah, and yeah, I think for the moment it's okay. We're gonna do more when we add the subdivision surface. I'm gonna move this to the second layer, hide this one. Okay, back into edit mode, and now I'm just gonna delete, make a hole in here. Alright, so now, yeah, go to face select mode because it's easier, and circle select. I'm just gonna select all of these faces in here. Yeah, that's the length, and these ones in here as well as these ones. X, delete faces, vertex select mode. Okay, and I wanted to leave that ones, but I think I can delete them. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to do one thing. Okay, don't delete them just yet. First deselect the back ones. Okay, because the cut will be only on this side. We don't need a cut on the other side. Okay, delete faces. Now into vertex select mode, and just delete these ones as well. Vertices, because I can do that roundness in there by just scaling these two on the axis. So that's how this looks. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the cut in here as well. Face select mode, and this cut will be on the both sides, so you don't need to deselect anything, just delete the faces in there. And I'm gonna leave that space empty for the moment. I'm just gonna fill this face in here for now, because I need an empty face in here, because that part in there will come out through there. Okay, so let's continue. First I want to add this thing in here, because that's simple to add. It's just a circle, this is going to be a different object. I'm not gonna extrude it out of this mesh in there, because it will get very how should I say, high resolution, or it will be it will have a lot of vertices in here when you merge them. Okay, so extrude this one along X, scale that down, extrude along X as well, till about there. Okay, fill this face. Okay, now Alt, and I'm just gonna grab this on the X a little bit. Now 7. You want this part in here to come out, so outside the mesh. Okay, now I'm gonna rotate this something like this, not very much, maybe 30 degrees. Okay, and bring it in here. Let's make sure if everything's alright. Maybe back a little bit. 7, and that looks fine. Now for so it would look a little bit better on here. We're gonna use a tool, a very handy tool, which I only discovered not so very long, a while ago, and that is vertex slide, which you easily do by pressing G twice. So first time you grab it, you select the vertex, then you press G to grab it, then you press G again, and you've got vertex slide. And this is a tool that I like very much. I think it's actually quite handy, and I just wanted to show it to you guys as well, because it's a cool tool. Okay, I'm gonna just slide all of those vertices back. Okay, so this will look a lot nicer like this. Also, if you don't have a face in here, it doesn't really matter how much you slide it. I mean, if it's in here or if it's in there, just make sure it doesn't come out through this face, and it will look okay. Okay, vertex slide. Yeah, it's a cool tool, isn't it? What do you think? Okay, so that's done. Now we need some things in here. Okay, that's kind of like a cube in there, or how should say, yeah, a cube. Alright, so just press again face select mode. I think I need another loop cut in here, because I'm gonna extrude it from these faces in here. Okay, select all of those faces in there, these ones. Yeah, I think that would look nice. Let me just check it out. No, in fact I don't need these faces in here. Make sure you don't select the faces on that loop in there, and deselect the back faces. Make sure you deselect those. Now extrude them. Extrude, right click, take them out, and now I'm gonna scale along Y0. something like this. Take a look at my reference right here on the background, or at my reference image right in here. And as you can see, this is not really a cube, it fades out in there. So on my mesh it will fade out on this side, on the left side, not on the right. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this out a little bit, this one as well, this one, maybe even more, something like this. Okay, and I want this vertex, I want to snap this vertex to that one. So if you think it would look nice, you could snap all of those to that vertices there, but I need that one to extrude this thing, I don't know how to call it, that will hold that in place. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. First I just need to add the loop cut, and the width will be, yeah, this will be okay, and I'm gonna extrude it from this face in here. Okay, so just press 3 or Ctrl 3, extrude that one, and let me first, I want to see where it ends, right in here, so I'm gonna take it in here and I'll just merge it in here. I need a loop cut, that's okay. I added it on the other side. One loop cut in here. Okay, and I'm gonna merge, as you can see, those two with those two, make a face between them, between those as well. That will be a triangle, or no, it would be a quad face. We have 4 wedges in here. Okay, before we fill up that face, just delete those two, and now I can fill those, and I can bring those 2 vertices down till about here. Okay, now numpad 3, and I'm gonna add some loop cuts, one in here, maybe one in here, and I want to model this thing in here. So pretty much this is how it looks. We have that cylinder in there that will be held by it. Control numpad 3, maybe I need to bring this in a little bit because they are too thick, and that looks good for the moment. I'm gonna do more after I add that object so I can model it correctly. Now I'm gonna do that for the other side. I'm gonna take this one in here with this one, and I need another loop cut in here. Did it again for the back one. Okay, so I'm just gonna start from the top. Control numpad 3, extrude, and I now guide after that one. Okay, need to select those 2, that one and that one, Okay, control numpad 3. I need an extrusion. Rotate that one, and I'm gonna merge these two like so. That one, and those two as well. Make a face now. Delete these interior faces. So now I can fill up this one. Okay, that's done. Now just a little bit of correcting. Maybe I'll add one loop cut in here, and some. I'm just gonna give it some roundness, like so, and I think that it's okay. Okay, yeah, that's all that it is to that one. And now I'm gonna add my cylinder in here. Cylinder, and I don't need so many vertices. 16 will be enough, because it will be smoothed by the subdivision surface. Scale it down, bring it in here, scale it down, and scale that along X. Let me check it a little bit more, and a little bit to the left. Okay, so I need to bring it out now, and it's just a little bit too thick, so I'm gonna press scale and shift. Which one is it? Shift X, so it will scale down along Y and Z only. Okay, that is okay, but I'm just gonna take these two out a little bit, so I don't need to scale it down more. Okay, maybe bring those two up, those two up, and that's gonna be fine. Yeah, gonna bother about it anymore. Now I need to add some loop cuts in here. Control R, scroll up to get two loop cuts and scale them along X, but I need to place them correctly myself. Okay, as you can see, that will be okay. Now I'm gonna go into face select mode, select some of the bottom faces, 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them will be okay. As you can see, we selected them till there, not those one aren't selected, the ends. Okay, now extrude, right click to place, scale along X0, and now just grab them down till about here. Now I'm gonna switch back to vertex select mode for a moment, and I need some loop cuts, one in here, one in here, one in here, and one in here. So those will be 4. Control R, add 4 loop cuts, scale along X out, something like this, and I actually think that's perfect, or almost perfect. Maybe just scale those two along X down a little bit. Okay, now I need one loop cut in here horizontally, like so, and I think pretty much that's it. But I want to add all of these things, that thing in there, that one and that one, on the other side. So I'm gonna rotate this 90 degrees now by selecting those two circles, Shift S, cursor to selected, 3. Now select all the object, press point to scale around cursor, and scale rotate that 180 degrees. Alright. Okay, now into face select mode I'm gonna select these two faces and I'm gonna extrude them out a little bit, something like this. And if you want, you could just merge these together like that, so you have a triangle in there. You delete those faces and you have a quad in here. Also, if I did it for that side, I'm gonna do it for the other one as well. Face in here, delete those faces and make a quad face in here. Okay, that will be it. For that thing in there, I'm gonna add a cube, which I need to scale down a lot. Okay, comma, scale along Z, something like this. Gonna bring it in here, so those vertices will be inside of that just a little bit. And now take this back, and I believe I could also scale this along X, this face, to something like that. As you can see, as you can't actually see so well in the reference, but that will look better. Okay, so that's pretty much this. This face, I mean this right side is done. You can rotate this a little bit more so it would fill the gap in there. Alright, and it ain't gonna fill it in there, but we're gonna fix that. I mean, just by simply which ones? Yeah, gonna take this in quite a bit. Or you could do a better thing. You could just duplicate those two, I mean, take them in here and fill those faces in there. Okay, that looks okay. Now I'm gonna look at my reference image a little bit. This is the side that we've modeled, so as we can see, we finished it. We ain't gonna do more because it looks nice as it is. And in here it's just a simple face. We don't need to add much, only this thing in there, and that's what we're gonna do. And as you can see, it's coming, it's placed in here, which will be the front. And the front is this one, so this will come in here. Okay, we're just gonna switch to face select mode and select some faces in here, whatever faces you like. I'm gonna select those. Extrude, scale along Y, yeah, 0. Take those out, and that's my face. Now select all, Control V, remove doubles, remove 4, those one in there, and that's it. We're done. We finished this part. Okay, I'm just gonna add the subdivision surface modifier 2 in there. Okay, smooth shading. I need some faces are flipped in there, so Control N, and that fixes the problem perfectly. Okay, now I need some loop cuts. We immediately see that we need some loop cuts in here. In here as well. Okay, horizontal one, another horizontal loop. Okay, if you want those to be even sharper, actually, yeah, I think we could add one loop cut in here and one in here as well. Okay, now in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just another one for the back. Okay, another one we need in here, and I think we could extrude that as well. So just press E, scale it down just a little bit. Okay, same thing for the other side. A loop cut with an extrusion and scale down. Okay, this looks perfect. If you want, you could model that along Z, extrude that bolt hole in there, or how you call it. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. Just extrude this in, subdivide, dissolve, select all that loops, delete faces. Now I need to select them again, and Control Alt S to scale, and yeah, that's how I do it. But that you ain't gonna see. All that is below this edge you ain't gonna see, because it comes over or inside that part in there. Okay, so you can do another one on that side if you want, but I need one loop cut in here, and I'm gonna extrude this, scale down just a little bit. Okay, that looks fine. I need a loop cut in here, one in here, and I actually think that should do it. Maybe put that one in here. And that's it, we're done for the moment. Alright, I'm not gonna add loop cuts in there because there are too many. It will be too many loop cuts and it will have a high resolution, so that will be fine. Anyway, you can see this because this part covers it, yeah, like that. Okay, so we're done. This should look nice as it is. Alright, now I'm gonna continue modeling my last part, which is this one, and I'm gonna add a cube for it. Start modeling out of a cube. Okay, so for this one I need the dimensions of this one. I'm gonna switch into edit mode, bring this up because it's done, and technically or untechnically I'm just gonna delete it because my cursor is not placed correctly, so just Shift S, cursor to center. Now I'm gonna add my cube. Now go to edit mode, adjust its width, it's something like that, and now I can start modeling. Okay, so this will come in here. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna hide this one right now, and I'll focus on this mesh. Okay, gonna add a loop cut in there, extrude this up, yeah, twice, extrude this to here, and I could add a loop cut in here, bring those two down. Okay, maybe bring all of this up till about here, that one in, so it will be round just a little bit, up a little bit. Okay, so something like this should be okay. I'm gonna add the loop cut in here right now, another one in here, and I wanna unite these faces together. Okay, so first I'm gonna select those two, delete faces, vertex. Okay, let's check the bridge to edge loops tool, which is working in here. Okay, now I'm gonna add one loop cut in here, and I'm gonna use it for these two as well. So select those loop cuts, Control E, bridge to edge loops, and it almost worked in here, but have an extra edge in here and an extra edge in here. And after we fix that, everything is alright. So this the main part is done now. Okay, we could extrude this out just a little bit if you want. Extrude that and take that out just a little bit, so you have that difference in there, that separation, as you might see in there. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly add an which is circle, scale it down in here, scale it down to fit that window, and I need to snap that in there, which I think I could make a little bit smaller for my object. Okay, fit that one in there. As you can see, something like this. Bring it almost to that edge or that face, and now extrude it up just a little bit, extrude it again and scale it in a little bit, then extrude it up again on the X, extrude it, scale it and snap it. Okay, snapping doesn't work, so I'm gonna scale it by the eye. I should say it. Yeah. Now extrude up again and fill that face in there. Fill this face as well. And comparing to that, it's a little bit longer, so I'm gonna scale these loop cuts down. Okay, so just scale, shift Z and scale them down. Not so much. Okay, perhaps just gonna scale this along Z as well. Not so much. And that's gonna be fine. Now one more scaling, select all and scale along Y. This doesn't work so well, so I'm just gonna deselect one side, bring that out, select all and fit these lengths so they will be equal. Okay, that's it, and that looks better now. Okay, this is it. This part is not done yet, but I'm gonna leave it for the next part, in which we're gonna finish this part, and we're gonna finish our modeling as well. We're gonna just put all our pieces together and do the final retouches, and we're gonna finish it. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we're gonna see you next time.